dedicated six-hour service rep. Help make sure your all the money.
Welcome back to another edition of the Evolution on Sports Talk Television. It's the Sports Web live post-game show from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. Heartbreaking fashion, your USF Bulls fall to the Memphis Tigers 34-31. 17 unanswered points by the Tigers, and they were clearly the better team in the second half. Although, and I think it's gonna sting a lot of Bulls fans. First and foremost, let's start off the show like we always do. Bring the passion, bring the excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Once again, I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter. I go back to this, and I feel like this is a game that USF had. You're up 31-17 after Sam Franklin goes in from 73 yards. You're feeling good about yourself. For some unknown reason, I don't understand this, why you go for it on 4th and 4. Like, I get it, Memphis didn't do anything with it, but you take points off the board. So that was one of the many decisions. And, on this show, we've been very we've admired what Alex Golesh has been able to do as a coach. This I did not understand. Somebody has to explain it to me where the analytics in this are at. 4th and 4, I get it. You have a hot quarterback, Byron Brown, who's definitely leading the way. He's the reason why you're there in the first place. But you have to take those points, don't you? Don't you, Bulls fans? I don't really get that decision. And then you look back at the field goal try there. Could have been a much easier one. But then you've got a critical holding penalty at the worst time with Byron Brown rolling out. And that sets you back. And then you get a bad snap. So the mental errors were there today for this team. It's disappointing. More than likely, this is it. That you're not going to make the playoffs now. You're most likely not going to win the conference now. It's a shame. You had everything to go, everything to win, and they were looking good. They were looking real good. So we'll definitely talk about it. You got Alabama fans in the background, so I don't know how long we're going to be on. Well, we'll take your phone calls. We'll get your comments, as always. 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. I really don't get the decision. I don't even like the play call. 4th and 4 with the rollout. And Memphis had it. They had it figured out. And Golesh did it early on in the game in the going forward on 4th down. I really didn't understand it. Take the points. Take those points. More than likely, they're guaranteed 3 points. Right? What do you lose by? You lose by 3 points. I mean, maybe the game is different, isn't it? It wasn't just that one play. But let's go ahead and give credit to where credit is due, because Memphis's offense looked bad. And, the much talked about Brendan Lewis, who wasn't even expected to play. What did they have? 68 yards of passing at the end of the first half. Ended up with 27 from 44, 307, 2 touchdowns. Made some plays happen. They made it happen today. They made more plays. They're the better team. It's a shame. It's a shame to say that, but they are. They're the better team. And as the media icon, Mr. TJ Reeves of the Buccaneer Radio Network, texts me, USF played well. That last 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, not so much. So open phone lines if you want to call up here, talk about your USF Bulls losing, 727-255-0391 and 727-255-0391. So, yeah, the playoffs are done. Bulls can now turn the page. You go into the bye week here. You're looking at it from the standpoint of maybe something happens. Again, Memphis has it all in front of them now. They have Navy at home. All they got to do is win out at this point. First loss for USF and AAC play. So let's go out to the comments here. We'll see how long we're going to be on for. Such a bad loss. It was a bad loss. Heartbreaking. I hate these type of shows. I really do. And I want to see USF win, of course. I want to see more Bulls fans out here at Tampa Joe's. Great atmosphere when this team is winning. And when you win, people start to care in the Tampa Bay area. They start to come out. They start to want to support this team, and this team deserves the support. Even though with the critical, heartbreaking loss today to Memphis, they still deserve the support of the Tampa Bay area. Definitely deserve it. But it's disappointing. Heartbreaking loss. So, yeah, definitely. Doug Miles, tough loss for the Bulls. Yeah, absolutely. Tough loss. Yes, tough loss. Chris Cole, got to make it a one-score game. The playoffs are not out of question yet, but they took a hit there. Definitely took a hit. You got two losses now. You lose to Miami. You lose to Memphis. That's your first conference loss. You got to have some things happen. So more than likely, they're definitely out of the conversation. 12 teams. More than likely, you're not going to get in unless you're one of these big schools right now. Alabama's winning 7-3 over South Carolina. They got one loss. Unless you're a big program, you're definitely not going to make the playoffs. You're not going to. Bulls had the opportunity today. This was their opportunity. Had it right there. And again, you feel good about it. You feel good about the first half. We talked about it with Byron Brown leading the way. 26 for 43, 269, one touchdown, one interception. Played well. Again, leading with rushing yards. 21 carries for 121, two touchdowns. Keyshawn Singleton made some big catches in this game. 7 catches for 88 yards. Koger made some big catches in this game. It just wasn't enough. The defense couldn't get off the field. You couldn't get a stop there. And that last drive, controversial, great catch by the guy that we talked about at the beginning of the day that we were concerned about. And that was Cortez Graham Jr. Great catch there on the sideline. I wasn't sure if he had it, but he had 1 foot down, made a great catch, and then the 2-point conversion. I thought he was short. The ESPN broadcasters, they thought it was inconclusive. I don't know what you're looking at this point. You're trying to go for this 2-point conversion. Clearly, it looked like his knee was down. The ball didn't cross the line, but they were giving it. It was close enough. That's how it works sometimes. That's how it goes. And you can't fault South Florida for again going for it on 4th down. But you look at the yardage: 564, 269 passing yards, 295 rushing. The pressure got to Brown a little bit. He had time. Memphis is the better team. That's what you can say. That's what you can take out of this, honestly. And they definitely blew it. So we will go ahead and recap it just a little bit here. Of course, it starts out in the second half with a 55-yard field goal by Memphis there. It's 24-17. On that drive, Declona with the delayed blitz, which holds them down. Then you have a pass interference drawn by Koger. 9 for 10 on 3rd down at that point for Byron Brown. He was really good when it came to passing on 3rd down today. Very good. But couldn't convert it. That's when you go for it on 4th down. Memphis gets the ball back. They got a long drive, and they miss a 45-yard field goal. So you're feeling better about that at that point because the very next play, one run, 73 yards for Sam Franklin. And you're up 31-17. And then after that, nothing. Nothing. Memphis's defense came to play. USF didn't make enough plays at that point. Again, the defense wasn't able to get off the field. That's what I took out of the whole game. Defense was not able to get off the field. They weren't able to shut down that quarterback today for Memphis, who was talented. It was everything is advertised. Everything that a Bulls fan had to worry about in this game, it was definitely there. So, but yeah, USF falls 34-31 to Memphis. Now they're going to go 6-2. They're going into the bye week now. And then they have UTSA at Raymond James Stadium. Final numbers here for Memphis. We'll go out to that. Brendan Lewis, not even expected to play, but plays in the game. 27 for 44, 307, 2 touchdowns. Also led them with rushing, 11 carries for 35 yards. Sutton Smith, 10 carries for 35 yards. Greg DeRogers, 11 carries for 33 yards. And then you look at the pass catchers there. Jamari Hawkins, 3 catches for 85 yards. We talked about Braham Jr. Everything is advertised. 7 catches for 75 yards, including 2 touchdowns, the go-ahead touchdown there in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they had 2 sacks. They did get after Brown there a little bit. They did blitz them. Did disrupt their offense. Their offense had no answers after the 73-yard run by Franklin. So disappointing if you're a USF fan, but at the end of the day, still a good season, still an opportunity to put some wins there, still an opportunity to build off of what you have already. Still can beat Navy, who knows, but more than likely you're not going to win the conference and you're not going to have an opportunity to go to that 12-team playoff. Open phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Go out to my beautiful mother there watching the best sports talk show in the Tampa Bay area, the Sports Web. Hope TJ knew what happened in the game. Crazy to me how they gave the game away. Yeah, it's tough. Definitely tough. Tough to watch. Tough to watch a team play. It goes back to what my guy said off air. That's the reason why you play 60 minutes of football. And the last 10 minutes of that game in the fourth quarter was all Memphis. All Memphis. So, where do the Bulls go from here? Where do they regroup? What did you think of that decision to go for it on a 4th and 4? I don't like it. I don't think it's a good play. I think you got to take the points. You go back to the kick, 52 yards. It looked like a bad snap, but it was actually closer. You actually have better field position there, but you have a big-time holding call. That pushes you back. Those are the type of things that will kill a team's momentum all day long, all night long, all day long, especially the holding penalty. Tough. Puts you out of field goal range at that point, makes it more difficult. Nico can hit that field goal, but it's a bad snap. He misses it wide left. So disappointing. Let's see. USF aren't good as the Gators. Yeah, okay. I know you're trolling on that. I know you're trolling on me because they just Billy Napier got fired. So come on, stop with that, Cam. Bulls season is over. It's definitely not over. It's all the Greeks' fault. The Bulls lost. He should have been on the show this morning. He wasn't on the show this morning. That's okay. That's absolutely okay. You look at the USF's finals numbers here. When it comes down to it, again, Byron Brown, 26 for 43, 269, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Again, leading him in rushing, 21 for 121 with 2 touchdowns. Fantastic quarterback. I just don't think he made enough plays in that second half. Is that fair? The offense overall didn't make enough plays. All day long, you were really good on third down. 12 for 18. You'll take that all day long. Memphis 6 for 16. So the defense and definitely in some way got off the field. They just couldn't get off the field when they needed to in that last drive. 4th down. Memphis went for it twice and got it. Of course, again, the numbers, it's a shame. Sam Franklin, 6 carries for 81 yards. Davenport, of course, had a big run early on in the game with 7 carries for 67 yards, and Christian Neptune 1 for 15. Keyshawn Singleton leading the way there, 7 catches for 88 yards. Jeremiah Koger, 5 catches for 78. Neptune, 6 catches for 43. Ruben, 4 catches for 26. Leading the way defensively, Mac Harris had a game, 13 tackles overall. We talked about Jonas DeClona there with the sack earlier on in the 3rd quarter. That was huge. You had Jarvis Lee continues his great play there with 7 tackles and a sack. And Rico Watson also had 5 tackles with a sack there. So tough way to lose. And that's the reason why, Memphis coming into this game was going to be such a tough challenge, especially with that quarterback over there who really showed you something, really showed you why so many Tiger fans were excited about him coming in and starting. Because if he doesn't start, I don't know if you have a chance to win this game. I really don't. Let's go out to TJ Reeves. Tough luck on a missed kick, but massive comeback by Gimpy quarterback Lewis from down 31-17 in the 4th. Yeah, I mean, again, give credit to where credit is due, and that is a Memphis Tiger fan right there who's happy and should be happy. And we talked about, that coach, how he would have that team ready to go, even being down where they were, even with the question marks of a quarterback not playing in this game. There's a reason why they're one of the top teams in the conference. There's a reason why they've won, 2 consecutive years there, 10 games. Well-coached team, never gave up. Gimpy quarterback playing on basically one leg, throwing the ball all over the place, and also making it tough for that USF defense to contain him when it came to running, because he made plays on the run today. He made plays all over the place. So absolutely correct with that. Mayfield out with a teeth injury, they say. And said quarterbacks Bucks out this coming game. I think you're talking about Teddy Bridgewater has that. So, yeah, but going back to it, I mean, that's a tough way to lose. It is. So, we're live here at Tampa Joe's. Great time today. Great wings. All kinds of specials going on right now. You have 5 wings for $9. They have cheese pepper poppers here. They got tater tots, loaded tots here. You got Alabama fans in the background, so they're watching their game. And we had USF fans here before. Of course, they all cleared out at this point. So we'll be back here tomorrow live, getting you ready for Bucks versus the Saints. As I know, that bad taste in everybody's mouth at this point after Monday night's disappointing loss in the Detroit Lions 24-9. We'll see what players are going to play. A lot of concern from Bucks fans at this point of what players are going to be out, what players are going to play coming forward here. So we definitely got you covered. I think we'll go live about 2:30 here on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. We'll probably have Harry the Greek. Don't know who else. Thanks a lot to Sun Devil Dave for coming out today and supporting. Absolutely. Tough loss for the Bulls. It was definitely a tough loss. Right now, Bama fan, you gotta love these Bama fans in the background. That's what you get here at Tampa Joe's. Again, 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. All year we'll be here for away watch parties when it comes to the USF Bulls and, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, again, 52-yard miss by Nico Gramatica. I thought he's gonna get it. Thought he had it. You're in the situation at that point. You've been put in a situation, but it would have been nice not to pick up that penalty. Would have been nice to, because you go 10 yards back. Let's see. That's not going. That's a field goal earlier was. Yeah, not going for is costly. That's what I said too. I was surprised there's not more Bulls fans that are calling and are upset about that, because I heard it off air. I talked to Jason Powers on Sports Podcast, and he's like, I hate that call. And I said, I don't get the call either. I don't get it. It takes points off the board. It's so simplistic, but it takes points off the board. You get those points, and maybe that's a difference. It changes the outcome of the game. But it's neither here nor there at this point. It really isn't. So we'll just continue to read some of these comments and talk about some of the positives, because there are a lot of positives with this team. There are definitely positives. We'll see what they do here on November 6th, as they'll be back at Raymond James Stadium, how they're going to be able to respond after this loss. It's disappointing, but we'll see what Alex Gold. I mean, again, you can go over the 7-win plateau. You can still finish out the season strong here. You still have Navy, so you can show some people something, and you're bowl eligible. So it's not the end of the world. It's just you had everything in front of you at that point. You had the lead, especially after that big-time Franklin run, and you're not able to do anything after that. So credit to where credit is due with the Memphis Tigers there going on and now being 7-1. And team stats for the day for Memphis: 450 total yards, 321 passing. Again, that talented quarterback and Brendan Lewis. Keep on forgetting his name. I have no idea why. Rushing yards. I want to forget his name. After watching him just go all over the place and throw the ball all over the place. Again, there's a reason. Kid transferred from Nevada. They know what they're doing up there in Memphis. They know, how to. They're changing their defense, remaking their defense. Their defense in that second half played well. USF, the Bulls didn't do anything with their offense in the second half. Nothing. They had no response after that Franklin run. Nothing. So again, give credit to where credit is due. Memphis was the better team today. 129 rushing yards there. Of course, doesn't seem like a lot, but they decided to run the ball in the second half, and you had to account for that. And when you have to account for that, then you start to get one-on-one coverage on the outside. And tell you what, Cortez Braham Jr., man, he was a man among boys today with the catches he made. He's a matchup nightmare, and the Bulls didn't have an answer for him either. So, all right, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and just wrap this up. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the evolution of Sports Talk Television. We'll be back tomorrow here live on the Sports Web from Tampa Joe's 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa, as your Bulls fall to the Memphis Tigers. They fall to 6-2. Coming up on a bye week, they have UTSA on November 6th at Raymond James Stadium. We got you covered right here. Stay right here tomorrow, because we'll be back for the evolution of Sports Talk Television. I'm your host, Peter Blake. Remember, like and subscribe to the Sports Web on YouTube. Friend me on Facebook at Peter H. Blake, and do 3 things as your Bulls fall to 6-2. Bring your passion, bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Once again, I'm your host, Peter Blake. Go Bulls as always, and we'll see you on the evolution of Sports Talk Television tomorrow, live here at 2:30, getting you ready for Bucks versus the New Orleans Saints. Have a good night.